What's going on, guys? I'm back in another video. Today I'm going to be doing a trick performed by Franco. This is one of my favorite tricks. This is one of the first tricks I learned actually, and it's really easy to do. So I'm going to do the performance, I'm going to get into the tutorial. So let's get right into the performance. So first thing he does, he cuts the deck, nice and fair shuffle, goes to the deck. He's like, you can name any card you want. One card we're going to get to represent a black pile, and one card we're going to get to represent a red pile. So this, and then just choose any red card you want. Say they said Ace of Hearts, and they would use this for the red pile. It doesn't matter at all. Hands the deck off to the Spectator. Then he tells them whatever cards you think are red, put them in this pile. Whatever cards you think are black, put them over here. And then he has him deal all the cards face down. Let me go a little fast here. So whatever cards he thinks is red, he's putting in that pile. Whatever cards he thinks is black, in that pile. So then halfway tells him to stop, and then he takes these two cards and he switches the piles and has him keep going for the whole rest of the trick. Doesn't matter. So all these are red, you put them all here, and then all these are black. Doesn't matter. So whatever cards he said, he'd square up both halves. And look, he shows him all the cards in this pile. This is the black pile first. We're all black. And then all red cards. And then he shows the same thing. Let me just spread the cards out. Here, all black and all red. But he does this obviously way better because I don't have that much room. But it's still a pretty cool trick. I'm going to show you how you can perform it. So let me get into the tutorial right now. So first thing, let me gather up these cards. So you just want to separate all the black cards into one pile and all the red cards into another pile. And then that's pretty much the whole setup for the trick. I'm actually going to show you another cool effect you can have with it. Where what I think he does is he has the people on stage organized in the same way that the cards are organized. So when they both mess up the same card, so you can actually predict which card they're going to mess up. So once you have the two decks separated, you want to separate these into 4 piles. So take 13 black cards and then 13 red cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Separate the black cards into 2 piles and then the red cards into 2 piles. Okay. Once you have both black cards and red cards separated into 2 piles each, we're going to take a pile of the red card, put on top of the blacks, pile of the red, put that on top of the blacks, and then you stack them both. And that's your setup for the trick. So when this is all set up, you're ready to perform. So there's a certain way you're going to have to shuffle it. So you can either, you're going to have to spread to yourself like this, or when you're spreading, you're going to want to spread past all the 13 red cards and then spread past the black cards. So until you get the second block of red cards, and then you want to catch a break there, and then shuffle it at that spot. Because if you shuffle it at some random place, the cards will get all mixed up. So you want to shuffle it exactly half. So half red card, half black cards, and then shuffle it there. So when you're shuffling, I'll show you face up. You're really shuffling red cards into red cards and black cards into black cards. Here, look. So you're just shuffling red cards into red cards and black cards into black cards when you're doing that. And then, say you don't get a perfect shuffle, you can spread to yourself like these two, or make these three, or mix them with the reds. You can just out jog them like this, and then just take these out and have them decide any of those two would be good. And then you can just put these over to the side, and then you have a completely separated deck, red and black. So you have them decide the pile to represent it. So they say they choose the 8 of spades. Take these cards and then you just stick them into where the black cards are, like that. And then just tell them to name any red card you want. So say they name the whatever, it doesn't matter at all. Say they name the 3 of diamonds. That could represent that pile. So then you don't want them to deal the cards face up. So you just have them deal, tell them, explain to them what they're going to do, deal all the red cards over here, all the black cards over here, and then you're going to deal down You're gonna have them. You can have them deal down one card like this, and say what card. Where do you think this is? Red or black? Say they deal black, and say okay, good, you got it right. Put it back face down, and then tell them okay, do the rest of the entire deck and see if they get it right. If they get it wrong in the red pile, say okay, see if you got it right. No, it's black, and then you put it in the right pile, and then you have them go through the entire deck. And you don't have to like count exactly half. Just keep like track of how much like of the deck they have left in their hands. So when they deal about half the deck, you're gonna want to switch the cards at the top, because if you don't switch them, then the trick's not gonna work. So say the trick's about like half, then you're still gonna be dealing all the red cards. So it's gonna be half black, half red over here, and half black, half red over here. And you didn't even switch the cards, so that wouldn't work. When you switch the cards, it'll really seem like they got half blacks right and half the reds right. So after you have them switch the cards like this, then you have them deal the rest of the deck, and it's pretty much self-working, the whole entire trick, once you switch the cards. Only thing you have to worry about is how you deal the cards down. So say you could take the black pile first, square that up, and if you want to spread the cards like this and show them, because remember the red pile is here first, so the red cards have to show up first, like that. Or if you can't spread the cards, then you just flip the cards over and then go like this, like I did, and then show all the cards that I got in order. But for the red cards, you can't spread them like this because all the red cards will show up first, but they're supposed to be the black cards. So you can either spread them the opposite way, like this, or you can this is the easier way. Instead of dealing them face up like this, you hold it like this, and then you just go on to like this. Show all black cards and then all the red cards. I'm not going to deal all them down, because you get the point. But I'm going to show you another cool way you can present this, where you can predict, like it's the same effect where you can predict the card that they mess up. So say they get all the black cards right, but then in the middle they mess up one red card, and the red card's the King of Diamonds. You can predict that they're going to mess up the King of Diamonds. I'm going to show you how to do that now. It's really cool. I'm not going to perform it. I'm just going to do the tutorial. I don't want this video to be too long. So once you have them separated again, separate it into two piles again. I'm not really counting. I'm just doing about half. So have them separated, set up the deck like you did before, take the red cards, and stack these. And then this is like the setup part. So say you want your prediction to be the King of Diamonds. You would type on your phone or the notes, or write a little note or something. You'll get all of them right except the King of Diamonds, and that's your prediction. So let me go find the King of Diamonds over here. So there's the King of Diamonds. You take that out once the deck, and then you'd spread through the deck, and then in the middle of the black cards over here, you'd stick the King of Diamonds. So you have all red cards like this, some black cards. In the middle of the black cards is the King of Diamonds. So then you do the shuffle like normal. So go to the end of the black cards, shuffle it. Obviously you're going to want to shuffle it face down so don't see what's happening. Try to get even as shuffle as possible so it doesn't mess up. And then go through the deck like you did before. See if there's any cards messed up, and show this to yourself, don't show it to them. See, there's one card messed up over here, the black card. You can use that card for the black pile. And then you don't want to take out the red card. This is the King of Diamonds. This is already in the middle of the black cards over here. And that's how they're going to deal it down. So let me just go really fast here. We'll just go about half the deck. Sorry. You can have them even deal like a few at a time, like that, if you want to like go a little faster, and it'll still work. So then you switch the cards. You go have them deal the rest of the cards, and then do the same thing you did before, except you go this way. Show all the red cards they got right first, and then all the black cards. So I think I completely messed this up, but obviously it's not going to be messed up when you do it. there's going to be one card, the King of Diamonds, in the middle of the black cards, and that's the card you predicted. So, obviously I didn't perform it right because I was just rushing at the end because I didn't want this video to like drag on for a lot. But you guys get the point. It's a really cool trick. It's one of the first tricks I learned. It's really easy to do because it requires like no sleight of hand. Just shuffling the deck, and even if you can't riffle shuffle like this, you can just separate the cards into one pile red, one pile black, and just shuffle blacks into black. So say these were all black, you can just like shuffle all these cards separate, and say these were all red, you could just shuffle all these red, and then put them together like that, and then have them do the trick if you can't riffle shuffle. But it's just another like thing if you can't shuffle, and it's really easy to do. So thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.